Thank you, and good morning again, Angelenos. My name is Randall Winston, Deputy Mayor of Infrastructure for Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass. I want to thank you again for joining us for this second daily briefing at the Los Angeles City Department of Transportation's Traffic Control Center. As directed by the mayor, and as our Deputy Mayor of Communications just mentioned, we will host daily traffic briefings this week at 6 a.m. here to make sure that Angelenos have up-to-date information about detours, closures, and resources to help navigate the traffic impacts related to the closure of the 10 freeway east of downtown Los Angeles. Angelenos are encouraged to visit emergency.lacity.gov for more information, which includes resources that the state put together just yesterday. And you note that city departments are closely monitoring the traffic patterns and trends from the previous day. We are taking these trends into account and making adjustments as needed, and will continue to do so and to do all that we can to help address the impacts of this closure. One observation that our analysts made coming from yesterday is that congestion was actually worse in the afternoon than in the morning. The city will be looking into this trend to see if there's action that we can take to address this issue. I want to continue to encourage Angelenos to steer clear of the area surrounding the 10 freeway closure if you can. If you absolutely must drive through this area, make sure to check your routes in the morning and continue to monitor your routes and traffic patterns in the afternoon by visiting, once again, emergency.lacity.gov. Detours remain in place, and city traffic officers will continue directing traffic. Yesterday, our Information Technology Agency was able to successfully help resolve a bug within the Waze app to correctly mark all freeway closures. We will continue to monitor Google, Apple, and Waze to make sure that accurate information is reflected on these apps. Please also consider using public transit. LADOT dash buses remain free for everyone, and DOT's commuter express buses are now free as well to help Angelenos safely and quickly get to downtown or other nearby destinations. You can also consider going Metro for your travel needs, and you can find more information at metro.net, and of course, later on this morning, Jennifer Vitas, our Metro's Chief Customer Experience Officer, is here and can provide more information on how to take full advantage of all Metro has to offer. Now, the mayor is asking Angelenos to plan ahead for this week. In a few days, we are expecting rain, which we know can make delays worse. Tomorrow we'll provide information related to the upcoming rainy weather, expected to begin again tomorrow. More information to come. We will continue to ensure that there's a plan for Angelenos who commute or live by this incident while we are working to get the 10 freeway up and running again as fast and urgently as possible. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce Laura Rubio Cornejo, who will tell Angelenos more about what they can expect if they absolutely have to travel by car into downtown Los Angeles or the nearby impacted area. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Winston. Good morning. I will be providing comments in Spanish after I present in English. Good morning. My name is Laura Rubio Cornejo, General Manager for the Los Angeles Department of Transportation. We are here in the city's Advanced Transportation System Coordination Center, otherwise known as ATSAC, where LADOT traffic engineers continue to monitor and respond to impacts of the closure of the 10 freeway in real time. LADOT has been on scene since this weekend to facilitate both safe travel and the operation of emergency response and recovery efforts. Yesterday was the first day of weekday travel, allowing us to see the impacts of this closure on our local streets. What we saw was both encouraging but a reminder of the significant challenges we face for the foreseeable future until the 10 can be safely reopened. The morning commute, while congested, did not result in gridlocked streets, indicating that Angelenos heeded warnings to avoid the area where possible or use alternate routes and modes to get to destinations in downtown Los Angeles. The evening commute, however, saw a much higher degree of congestion in the impacted area. However, thanks to the dedication of our traffic control officers and our LADOT crews and engineers working to adjust signal patterns, we were able to work through the evening commute. Over the course of the day, our surface streets detours saw a 14.7% increase in traffic volume. And while that might sound manageable, it is important to remember that these are typically some of the most utilized and congested local streets under normal circumstances. For every percentage increase, the effect is even greater congestion that spreads wider, affecting all surrounding streets and traffic flow. To mitigate that impact, we ask that Angelenos do whatever they can to work with us in reducing the total volume of traffic, whether that is telecommuting, traveling by public transit, carpooling, or using alternative routes to get to your destination. To assist residents and commuters with this effort, both LADOT and Metro are taking additional steps to make public transit more accessible for all. Because the fewer cars that there are on the road, the less congested the commute will be for everyone. So starting this morning, LADOT is eliminating fares on all of our commuter express lines. Our local neighborhood dash is already fare-free. Our commuter express provides long-range transit service from and access from regions including lines departing from the Northeast Valley, Thousand Oaks, the South Bay, Long Beach, and others directly to downtown Los Angeles. Buses are air-conditioned, have Wi-Fi, so all you need to do is board, enjoy the ride, and let us take you to your final destination. If you must drive, we have detours available, but you should expect traffic and plan accordingly. If you are bypassing downtown Los Angeles, stay on the freeway. Let me now show you what our detours will be for local streets. If you are traveling from the east, your first opportunity to exit the freeway and enter the local downtown Los Angeles street network will be at 7th Street. If you miss that exit, your last opportunity to exit the 10 freeway will be at Santa Fe and Mateo. If you are traveling from the west, we ask that you transition to the 110 freeway in order to access your local downtown Los Angeles streets. If you miss that transition, your last opportunity to exit the 10 freeway in order to access local downtown streets will be at Alameda Street. While our teams are working around the clock to keep traffic flowing, there is no denying that we are facing one of the most severe transportation challenges in our city's history. This won't be solved overnight, and that is why we are asking all Angelenos to please partner with us in taking necessary steps to address this challenge. This means avoiding the area, taking alternate routes, availing yourself of public transit options, and heeding the signs and traffic officer instructions when traveling within the impacted area. We ask that you plan ahead, be patient, and be mindful of pedestrians, cyclists, and transit users with whom you share the road. With your help, we can keep the city moving. Thank you. Buenos días. Soy Laura Rubio Cornejo, gerente general del Departamento de Transportación de la Ciudad de Los Ángeles. Quiero comenzar agradeciéndoles a todo Angelino por hacer su parte en haber minimizado los impactos que son el resultado del cierre de la autopista 10. Desde el fin de semana, el Departamento de Transportación de Los Ángeles ha estado en escena implementando desvíos y mejoras en respuesta a esta emergencia. Pedimos que todo angelino siga haciendo su parte para minimizar los impactos. Pedimos que tomen tránsito público. El sistema Metrolink ha aumentado la frecuencia de su servicio e igualmente Metro también ha aumentado servicio de autobús y agregando capacidad al sistema de tren. En coordinación con Metro, el Departamento de Transportación de Los Ángeles está implementando mejoras para mejorar los servicios del tren. Además de esto, empezando hoy, el servicio de LADOT Commuter Express será gratuita. Les recuerdo que el sistema de Dash sigue siendo gratuita. Si tiene que manejar y está viajando a destinos fuera del centro de Los Ángeles, por favor permanezca en la autopista. De la autopista 10 puede hacer la transición al 110, 101 y al 5. Si su destino es el centro de Los Ángeles y está viajando del este del centro de Los Ángeles, su primera oportunidad de salir de la autopista 10 será en la calle 7. Si no salen a 7, su última oportunidad de salir de la autopista 10 para accesar a las calles locales del centro de Los Ángeles será Santa Fe y Mateo. Si está viajando del oeste, pedimos que haga la transición al 110 para poder accesar calles locales del centro de Los Ángeles. Si no hace la transición al 110, su última oportunidad de salir de la autopista 10 será en la Alameda. Por favor, planifique con anticipación, sea paciente y sea consciente de peatones, ciclistas y los autobuses con quien comparten el camino. Con su ayuda podemos mantener esta ciudad en movimiento. Muchas gracias. Now I would like to introduce Caltrans Public Information Officer Mike Como.
Thank you. Good morning. Mike Como, Caltrans Public Information Officer. Early this morning, the early traffic was light, meaning that early commuters were heeding the message to avoid the area or use mass transit. As the morning is progressing, traffic is on the increase. The most impacted areas are along the freeway detour route, which we expected. Our Caltrans Transportation Management Center is going to continue monitoring the traffic along with our partners at CHP, and we will address any issues as they arise. We're trying to continue to divert as much traffic as possible from the closure area and from the entire region by using every outreach tool possible, including the freeway signs and even portable message signs. Caltrans signal engineers are working with our partners at LADOT to address any issues that may arise from traffic signals at our ramps in the affected area to improve traffic flow. We will continue working with our agency partners. This is an emergency situation. We encourage the public strongly to avoid the closed area, use other routes, if possible, work from home, reschedule your events and appointments. If you have a traffic app on your smartphone or other digital device, we encourage you to use it. You also can use the Quick Map feature at quickmap.dot.ca.gov, which provides real-time closures and traffic information. Above all, we encourage people who must travel in the Los Angeles area to pack your patience and leave early, allow extra travel time. And now I'd like to introduce Jennifer Vides, Chief Customer Experience Officer at Metro.
Thank you. Good morning, buenos dias. I'm going to make remarks in English, followed by remarks in Spanish. I'm Jennifer Vides, Chief Customer Experience Officer for Metro. As you all know, yesterday was our first weekday since the 10 freeway was closed, and as expected, traffic was challenging in some parts of the day. I'd like to remind everyone that the great shortcut is taking Metro or other public transit. Some of you may be considering trying Metro for the first time as you plan your commute this week. To you, I say welcome. Please give us a try. We've been working hard over the last year to improve the experience for our customers. And while we already offer more than 950,000 rides each weekday, Metro has the capacity to welcome more Angelenos aboard and give you an excellent experience. Some specifics. The Metro E line essentially runs parallel to the 10 and runs 22 miles between East LA and Santa Monica with 29 stations, including in downtown LA. The A line is a good north-south alternative running 48.5 miles between Long Beach and Azusa with 44 stations, also including downtown Los Angeles. It's a good alternative to the 710. Those two lines now offer you access to 3 new downtown stations, the Little Tokyo Arts District, Historic Broadway, and Bunker Hill, which make it easier than ever to access downtown Los Angeles from all over the county. And if you're coming in from the San Fernando Valley, the B line will get you downtown from North Hollywood. In September, we increased frequency on that subway line to every 12 minutes on weekdays between 6 a.m. and 9 p.m., and on weekends from 8:15 a.m. to 7 p.m. We also have many bus routes to help people traverse the city without the streets during traffic, without the stress, of driving in traffic. We're also monitoring our system's ridership throughout each day, and this crisis is no different. We've already made some adjustments based on what we saw yesterday, such as having buses on standby and coordinating more closely with LADOT to ensure the speed and reliability of our system. If you're worried about getting to specific sporting or entertainment events, we've got you covered there. We'll be running trains every 10 to 12 minutes in the evening hours for events like Lakers and Clippers games, and that will be taking place at Crypto.com. And we're there to get you to the big UCLA versus USC game this weekend at the Coliseum. Also, the LA Auto Show starting this weekend. You can find information about Metro services on metro.net, which includes trip planning tools, schedules, parking information, and maps. It also includes information about GoPass, which provides free Metro fare for K through 14 students at participating schools, as well as our Life program that offers free rides and discounted fares for lower income riders. To help make your experience even better, we have our ambassadors, transit security, and law enforcement officers dispersed throughout the system to keep you safe and help you find your way, help you purchase your tap cards, and otherwise answer any questions that you might have about riding Metro. In addition to Metro, there are many public transit options to get you downtown from all over SoCal. For example, a reminder that Metrolink offers train service for those coming in from Ventura County and the San Fernando Valley, the Antelope Valley, as well as San Bernardino, Riverside, and Orange County areas. And they've increased service coming from the Inland Empire. So go Metro during your commute and enjoy I'm going to try that again. Go Metro during your commute or to enjoy any of the games, cultural events, and restaurants in downtown LA and surrounding areas. Now, ahora en español. Como todos saben, ayer fue nuestro primer día laboral desde que se cerró la autopista 10 y como se esperaba, el tráfico fue difícil en algunas partes del día. Me gustaría recordarles a todos del atajo obvio, tomar metro y otro transporte público. Algunos de ustedes quizás están considerando probar Metro por la primera vez mientras planifican sus viajes esta semana. Les doy la bienvenida. Vengan y pruébenos. Hemos estado trabajando duro durante el último año para mejorar la experiencia de nuestros clientes. Ya ofrecemos ya ofrecemos muchos viajes cada día de la semana, pero Metro tiene la capacidad de darle la bienvenida a bordo a más angelinos y brindarles una experiencia excelente. Algunos detalles. La línea E es esencialmente paralela al 10 y recorre 22 millas entre el este de Los Ángeles y Santa Mónica, con 29 estaciones, incluyendo el centro de Los Ángeles. La línea A es una buena alternativa norte y sur y recorre unas casi 50 millas entre Long Beach y Azusa. Estas dos líneas ahora permiten acceder a 3 nuevas estaciones del centro en Little Tokyo Arts District, Historic Broadway y Bunker Hill, que hacen que sea más fácil que nunca acceder al centro de Los Ángeles desde todo el condado. Y si vienes desde el Valle de San Fernando, la línea B te llevará al centro de North Hollywood. También tenemos muchas rutas de autobús para ayudar a las personas a recorrer la ciudad sin el estrés de conducir en el tráfico. Si quiere asistir a eventos deportivos o de entretenimiento específicos, también los cubrimos. Estamos haciendo funcionar trenes cada 10 a 12 minutos por la noche para eventos como los juegos de los Lakers y los Clippers en Crypto.com. También estamos ahí para llevarlo al gran partido UCLA versus USC en el Coliseum el sábado y el LA Auto Show que comienza este fin de semana en Los Ángeles. Puede encontrar información sobre el servicio de Metro en metro.net, que incluye herramientas de planificación de viajes, horarios, información de estacionamiento y más. Para ayudar a que su experiencia sea aún mejor, también tenemos nuestros embajadores, oficiales de seguridad de transporte y oficiales de policía dispersos a través del sistema para mantenerlo seguro y para ayudarle a encontrar su camino. Además de Metro, hay muchas opciones de transporte público para llegar al centro desde todo el sur de California. Por ejemplo, Metrolink ofrece servicio del tren del quienes llegan desde el condado de Ventura y el Valle de San Fernando, el Antelope Valley, así como las áreas de San Bernardino, Riverside y el condado de Orange. Les animo a todos que dejen sus carros en casa o aparcarlos en uno de nuestros aparcamientos Go Metro. Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much. So we're going to open it up for questions if there are any.
How many commuters do you expect this to actually impact on a daily basis? In other words, before this happened, how many commuters go past this particular patch of freeway on a daily basis? And how many is it going to affect now, compounded?
That's a great question, and I'll pass it over if someone else has it. But before I do, one thing that I want to be clear of is that this is not only impacting folks that usually go through on that stretch of the 10 due to the detours. This is impacting a lot of people, which is why we urge Angelenos all across the city that if they're using routes going through downtown, that they're planning ahead. So don't just think, oh well, I don't drive on the 10, so I don't need to think about this. This is an emergency, and that's why the mayor is kind of approaching it like so. And I'll pass it over to our general manager.
Sure. It's estimated that approximately 300,000 motorists typically travel along this segment of the 10 freeway. That said, the impact really is to all 4 million Angelenos and anyone else visiting the Los Angeles area. For those that are not traveling on the freeway, who need to get onto local streets, who are taking public transportation, we should consider that this is an issue that addresses and impacts all Angelenos, and everyone should be committed to doing their part to help minimize those impacts.
All right. Oh, yeah, Craig.
I thought I heard, and I just want to make sure I heard correctly, are you offering, is it a new thing that you're offering free commuter bus service?
Yes.
Can you explain to me how that works?
Yes, so in response to this emergency, we want to make public transportation as accessible to all Angelenos in an effort to also make it a viable option for everyone. So starting today, our commuter express service will be fare-free, so no need to tap, just board the bus and enjoy the ride.
So for people who don't regularly use Metro, if they come in on a train, say, land at a station, and then they need to take a bus, is that where they would catch the bus?
So we have two different systems within LADOT. We have the Dash, which is a local downtown service, almost like a circulator. So anyone coming into downtown, if they take the train, let's say Union Station, we have Dash services there. Anywhere else throughout downtown Los Angeles, you can find a Dash bus to get you in and around the downtown streets. If you are traveling from outside the downtown Los Angeles region, that's where you would want to consider the commuter express. We have services coming in from the Valley, from the East Side. You can visit our website to plan your trip. You could also visit metro.net to plan that trip, and you'll get all of those transfer opportunities planned out for you.
So Dash buses and commuter express are free.
Yes.
Now
And to the foreseeable future.
And I may just add a couple points to that, 3 points actually. So, number one, you heard about the expanded service, free Dash, Commuter Express, also expanded service on MetroLink, which Jennifer at Metro spoke to earlier. Second, the mayor also did direct in her capacity as chair of LA Metro, both CEO Wiggins, of course, Laura here at DOT, and other partners to look at all options as we're assessing impacts on a daily basis, again, to expand and incentivize transit. So you can expect to hear more about that as the days go on. The last point I'll make, at the beginning of the mayor's term as chair of LA Metro, we had a multi-billion-dollar opening of the regional connector, just a few blocks from here, connecting all areas throughout the region. Really an unprecedented point, I think, in the expansion of our system that Angelenos throughout this region can take advantage of.
Excuse me, just
Sure.
to clarify, Metro buses and Metro trains are not free into downtown Los Angeles.
No, they are not.
Right. That's right. So thank you so much. Again, oh yeah, sure.
One last. Okay, this impending storm, this rainstorm
Right.
coming, the first of the season.
Yeah.
On a normal basis, that would be already a challenge for Angelenos not used to driving in the rain. But with this,
Right.
it's going to be. Well, tell me what you're planning to do to minimize an already
Sure.
ridiculous, crazy situation.
And so tomorrow we're going to have more information about that. So we encourage Angelenos to meet us right back here at 6 a.m. But you're right. I mean, this is something that the mayor is seeing coming towards us. And again, like the hurricane, like other challenges, we're seeing it coming and we're not waiting for it to be here to plan for it. So we'll have more information about that tomorrow. So again, the mayor and the governor are going to provide an update on site at 8:30 a.m. and we'll be back here tomorrow at 6. Thank you so much.